now it's time to make some dessert. Yeah, that's right. Now I probably should make this on the fire, but I'm going to try to make it on my little camp stove here. Well, what we're going to do here is I'm going to take my old Boy Scout stew pot. I'm going to try to make some peach cobbler. Now I have done this at my house in a canteen cup in the oven, but we're going to try it like this out here today. So what you do, and you got to make sure you get the heavy syrup. Peaches. See, there's some peaches with heavy syrup. Pour it straight out of the can into your container. This is brown sugar. This is cinnamon. This right here is cake mix. And you can use probably whatever kind of cake mix you want, white cake, yellow cake, whatever. But this is just plain old-fashioned Duncan Hines yellow cake mix. And when you think you got enough, put a little more in. I don't think there's an exact science to this. You don't really stir it up or nothing, you just kind of pour it in there. We'll call that enough, I think. And we'll put a little more brown sugar and cinnamon on it. Actually, I don't know why I'm sticking my finger in there like that. Okay, put another pinch of cinnamon on here. Right. A little bit of oatmeal. All right, now some half melted butter. Okay. So basically what I did was I took a can of peaches in heavy syrup, put it in here, and I put the proper amount of cake mix, which is whatever you think is right, a bunch in there, cinnamon, brown sugar, some butter. Now we'll fire this up and let's see what happens. Alright, so that's probably about as low as I can go with this. Let's see what happens. And I really don't know how long it takes to cook this like this, but when I put it in the oven, I probably had it in there at 350 degrees. I probably had it in there 20-30 minutes at least. Turned out real nice. I'm going to let this bubble for a while, then I'll probably take the top off and let it bubble some more. So we'll check back in a little while and see how this is looking, because a watched pot never boils or cooks, right guys? Peach cobbler on the way. Man, if you guys could smell that, you would just be flipping out. It's pretty close to done. I'm going to let it cook just a little bit longer, and then I'm going to let it sit for a little bit, and then I'm going to chow down on that. Okay guys, I've cooked that about 20 minutes. I'm going to call that done. I'm going to set it off to the side and let it rest. I'm going to heat some water up for some coffee, and we are going to eat this here in a few minutes. It smells so good. Probably living dangerously right now, because I have a feeling the whole woods smells like peach cobbler right now. So anyways, I'm going to heat up some water. See you in a few. Alrighty, nice fresh cup of coffee and peach cobbler, guys. I don't know if it shows up in the camera. It's rested a little bit now, and it looks good, and it looks like it did not really stick to the bottom, which was what I was worried about. That's great. Campsite cobbler, a dump cake, goes by many names, but I can tell you this, it's absolutely delicious. And it's nothing more than a can of peaches, a cake mix, cinnamon, sugar, and a little bit of oatmeal. That's it. And it's awesome. Absolutely awesome. Yeah, guys, this is really good. Completely awesome. I'm not going to be rude and eat this in front of you. You know the deal. See you in a few. Alrighty guys, let's see if I can throw a little light on the subject here. Alright. There we go. Instant fire. Alrighty guys, as you can see, one thing for sure, those cotton balls with the Vaseline and the mineral oil and the sawdust on them, they blaze right up and make a really good fire starter. So throw a little more on here, let it burn down some, and relax. Alright, so we got a nice fire going. I believe what I'm going to do is I'm going to make one more cup of coffee and build this fire up a little bit more. I'm going to find an old movie to watch, and I'm going to relax the rest of the night. So I'll see you guys in the morning.